Alright guys, continue our LA trip. We are now going to start touring some local fish stores, starting off with Nature's Aquarium.
This came highly recommended from our friends at Infinity Aquariums, Nick and Joe. They said this guy is one of the best in the business, so can't wait to show you. Let's get right to it.
The Cichlid Bros traveled from Chicago to LA in search of some of the best aquarium content we could find. This is the 4th episode in our travel series in Los Angeles. We began the trip in the Hollywood Hills, checking out some incredible private homes. Nick and Joe from Infinity Aquarium showed us some of their installations, including this beautiful entryway koi pond, followed by a massive 500-gallon in-wall cichlid tank. And then the most recent video was a tour of movie director Jeff Tremaine's 2,000-gallon saltwater tank. It was truly a show-stopping aquarium, and we'll leave a link to the Los Angeles playlist with all of these videos in the description below. We continued on with our LA trip to one of the most highly recommended local fish stores, Nature Aquarium. We traveled from Hollywood through Beverly Hills, which was incredible, and then on to Culver City about 20 minutes away. This really was an aquascaper's paradise, and we just loved what we found here.
One thing that I really like about this tank is you can tell it is a show tank and it's just ready, already ready, looking great at all times. We didn't even tell the owner we were coming and it already looks immaculate. Just awesome scape with all the different plants, carpeting plants, and then tons of different community fish. It looks like if I ever did a planted tank where I had the time and the resources to do it, this is how I want it to look.
This is a brilliant aquascape here. This aquarium store is called Nature Aquarium as it's part of the ADA, which was Aqua Design Amano, where they do a great job scaping tanks with their own contra soil. They have foreground, mid-ground, they got driftwood with plants on that, and then they also have the lit background as well. They have the lily pipes with also the lily pipe CO2 monitor. And you can see this is just a great system.
Really get some inspiration for planted aquascapes and smaller tanks.
I love all the green and all the different types of plants, and especially the carpet. I'm a big carpeting plant guy.
Great selection of plants and some other nano fish, community fish in this tank. And then this whole front entrance that we're looking at just has some great inspiration for some planted tanks.
Love the different variety of plants they have in here, short grass and long grass. Really gives it that natural look.
Looks like this tank also comes with a guidebook here, right, Quinn?
Part of the ADA that Alec was talking about really just gives you like a step-by-step guide on how to set up and get your planted tank really started. So it's pretty cool.
So you could buy some of the materials for this tank and the guidebook and really get started.
Yep.
So as we've mentioned a few times, there's a ton of inspiration, especially in this front room with aquascapes and tanks. And all of these different materials are right here for you. It's super easy to just kind of take some inspiration and apply it to your own tank. And I definitely would like to get one of these for myself. These are awesome rimless tanks. They're a really good base for any type of aquascape.
They have a lot of great tetras. Got some black neon tetras here, cardinal tetras. We have green neon tetras, which I think is a very underrated tetra. We got rummy nose tetras, neon tetras up here, which are all just fantastic fish to go along with a planted aquascape. So Nature Aquariums here not only has a great selection of fish, but they have everything you need to aquascape a planted tank. with a great selection of driftwood of all different sizes and shapes. We have a whole bunch of different stones like dragon stone or Sirius stone. We also have a very wide variety of great rimless tanks and paludariums, vivariums. They have the best planted aqua soil and planted tank sand that you can get here, all from ADA, which can be a little bit hard to find in the States, so it's kind of a rare find here in LA.
Yeah, my favorite definitely are the discus, but they have a lot of great small community fish, and obviously they fit into these tanks here, which have the inspiration up front, but then they have the actual tanks that you can buy here, along with the style guide, the book that we saw that Quinn had. It's just a really unique place to really get started with aquascaping and kind of fall in love with that type of aquarium style. We got some of my favorite, the koi angels, which are a great cichlid for planted aquariums. They have a couple holding tanks here for some other oddballs. They have some tetras, some denizen barbs and roseline sharks, some rainbow fish, and in most of these tanks you'll see a lot of plants, which I love as well. And you can't really have an awesome aquascape and plant store without shrimp, of course.
And I love shrimp. They got some of my favorite here. They got zebra shrimp, blue velvet shrimp, some cherries, and some yellow. So great selection of caridina and neocaridina shrimp.
A really big red-tailed shark there.
Check this out. We got black tiger caridina shrimp here. These are amazing and very hard to find and pretty expensive, that they have for sale here for $13.50, very reasonable price.
And I think what we really liked about this store the most is that it really was a one-stop shop for anything you need for your planted aquarium. You could get a very nice rimless tank along with the substrate, plants, rocks, driftwood, and all of the different fish they have in stock. All of them work perfectly in a planted aquarium. We didn't see any fish in this store that wouldn't make for a very good stocking option in your planted aquarium. This store just makes it really easy to get started, and you get everything that you need at the shop. Sometimes those elaborate aquascapes or planted tank setups can be a bit intimidating, but everything that this store had really made that process seem easy and less intimidating, and it definitely gave us inspiration to set up some more planted aquariums in the future. So we hope you enjoyed the tour of this local fish store. It is not our last stop in Los Angeles. We are going to hit the road again to hit our next stop. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time.